Okay, good morning. Today we're going to do a new topic. Well, we already did the basics of the laws of exponents. Okay, that was the first part of our assignments. And now we're going to the applied problems. Okay, so we're going to use power to a power. So again, to keep it simple, is just 4 exercises. So that's why this assignment is going to be due today. It's okay if you turn it in tomorrow. It really doesn't matter. But just try to be on time, okay? Because on Friday we're going to do the applications. I'm going to upload the video for the applications also tomorrow, okay? So you have these 2 assignments that you have to turn in before Friday, all right? So that's basically the instruction. And these are the applied problems. So in order for us, before we begin with the applied problems, we're going to do just a little warm-up on the law of power to a power. So if you remember, power to a power, what was the rule? Multiply the powers or the exponents. Okay, let me zoom this in a little bit more. Multiply the exponents. The powers are the exponents, all right? Just remember, the powers or the exponents are the numbers that are over here on the top, okay? So this is the exponent or the power right here, the 2. All right, so you can either copy the exercises as you watch the video and pause it, or have them ready on a piece of paper. We're going to simplify this expression right here. Let me find my yellow highlighter. Okay, so in this problem we have x, y, and z. And if you see all of this, the x to the power of 2, the y to the power of 5, the z to the power of 3, all of it together is at the same time elevated to the power of 6. So that's why you have power to a power, okay? So let's begin with the x. Power to a power. What do? Multiply the power. So 2 times 6, I'm going to do this with the yellow. 2 times 6. What is 2 times 6? I'm going to put the word right here. Multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. And then for the y. Power to a power. What do? You're going to end up with having y to the power of what? 5 times 6, 30. And then let's move on to the z. Power to a power. What do we do with these 2 powers? Multiply them. So 3 times 6 is 18. And this is your answer. That's it. Okay. All right. Let's begin. Let's do this one over here. Look at this one. We have a coefficient. And remember what we said before. I'm going to cover. What if we didn't have the letters right here? Let me use a piece of paper. What if we didn't have these letters right here? If I cover them, what do you see? You see 2 to the power of 3, right? So for a moment, pretend that the variables a, b, c, d are not there. You covered and you see that 2 is elevated to the power of 3. So the coefficient takes the operation, right? So let's write this. Takes the operation. Okay. All right. So 2 times 3 gives me what? It means that you multiply this. 2 times 2 times 2. And what does that give you? 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2, 8. So this number right here becomes an 8. 2 elevated to the power of 3 is 8. Now let's begin with the letters. Simplify the letters. We have a to the power of 4, b to the power of 8. I'm just going to recycle the colors of the highlighters, and d to the power of 7. Okay, so for the a, power to a power, 4 times 3, that will give you 12. I don't have room really to put the lines, but you can do that. 4 times 3, 12. With the b, 8 times 3, 8 times 3 is 24. Is it? Yes, I think it is. Okay. Anyways, correct me if I'm wrong, all right? And then for the C, 5 times 3, 15. And then the D, 7 times 3, 21. Okay? All right. And that's it. This is our answer. That's it. That's your answer. You've simplified this operation where you had all of this expression elevated to the power of 3, right? Look at this one. You have 3 factors. And then on each factor, you have power to a power, okay? Because you have this power right here, power, power. And then everything inside also has a power, also has an exponent. All right, so let's begin with the A. We have the 2 variables, the A's and the B's. Okay, so we're gonna have to simplify one by one, okay? And then once we have the simplification of each one, then we simplify everything into one single result, all right? So let's simplify this one first, okay? A, and we have power to a power. So over here, 3 times 2, 6. And then the B, 5 times 2, 10. So this is the simplification of this first factor. Then we have the multiplication of the other term, of the other monomial. Let's begin with the A. 2 times 4, 8. Then the B, 7 times 4, that's 28. Yes. Oh my God, I hope my multiplications are not failing me, okay? All right, and then this one, 4 times 3, 12. And then the B, what exponent does the B have here? We don't see it, but we know it's there. It's a 1. So 1 times 3, 3. Okay? All right, so let's continue. Now we have to simplify this whole multiplication, all right? So let me just get this. All right, so again, we have the letters. We have the A's, we have the B's, and this is multiplying this and multiplying this. That's what these dots represent. So now we go back to our previous law. Since everything is multiplying, when you multiply, what do you do with the exponents? You add them. So for the A, you're going to add 6 plus 8 plus 12. All right, so I'm going to write it over here on the side. 6 plus 8 plus 12. And this gives you what? 26. So it's going to be a to the power of 26. Okay, sorry, this is 6. Then for the B, what numbers are we going to add? We're going to add 10 plus 28 plus 3. So that's 10 plus 28 plus 3. So what does this sum give you? 10 and 28, that's 38, 39, 40, 41. So it's e to the 41, and that's it. That is your answer. Okay? Okay. Now, this is one of the beginning of the applications. Determine the volume of a cube with a side length of this. All right? We already mentioned about the application. A cube looks like this. All right? And the volume, the formula for the volume of a cube is side times side times side. So that's what we're going to do. The volume is going to be each of the sides measures this. Okay? Let me write it over here. So it means that we're going to multiply x, y to the 4, everything to the power of 2 times 3 times. Okay, so x to the power of 4 to the power of 2, x, y to the 4th, all of it to the power of 2. And this is the operation that we're going to simplify. So remember, we have what? Power to a power. The x's and the y's. So first I'm going to simplify this expression, okay? So x to the power of 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. And then the y, 4 times 2 is 8. And we know that this is the same as these other two, so I'm just going to repeat the expression. And now the last part is to multiply everything. All of these are multiplying. So what do you do when you multiply and you have exponents? You add the exponents. So for the x, what exponents do we have for the x? We have 2, 2, 2. So when you add 2 plus 2 plus 2, what do you get? 6. And then the y. What do you get when you add 8 plus 8 plus 8? That gives you 24. And this is it. This is your answer. Okay. Maybe, I don't know, check the multiplications. Maybe check that I give you the correct multiplications. But this is a process, all right? So we begin with these 4 exercises only, and then I will upload tomorrow the other 4 and to complete your 3 assignments of the week. Okay? Bye.